Hey everyone, Josh here, and I'm coming to you from beautiful downtown Palm Springs, where everybody said this is the place to meet guys. So I figured I'd get out of the New York winter and come and see where the boys are and have some fun and see what kind of trouble I can get myself into. Palm Springs is located 2 hours due west of Los Angeles. Situated in the Coachella Valley, this hot spot is a winter destination for many looking to just get away. Claiming a gay population of over 40%, I was excited to experience all it had to offer, but I think I may have gotten my travel dates a little confused. What the fuck? Obviously, I did have my dates mixed up. I arrived in the middle of the largest lesbian event in the world, the Dinah. Club Skirts was in full swing, and since I was a week early for the infamous white party, I decided I would make the best of it. Amongst this alien nation, I did what any intrepid explorer would do. I asked to be taken directly to their leader. In this case, it was Mariah Hanson. Hey everyone, Josh here, and I'm in Palm Springs at the Dinah with Club Skirts and CEO of Club Skirts, Mariah Hanson. I keep telling everybody, Mariah, that I came to meet all these boys and all I see is girls, and I must be the dumbest gay guy in the world.
Honey, you're off by a week.
So tell us about this weekend and how it started. And I know this is your 22nd year.
It's my 21st.
Oh, well.
I'm legally of age.
Okay.
Finally. God, I started it 21 years ago. Came out to the desert. There were small parties out here. And I thought this could be so much greater. And so I rented the Palm Springs Museum. And I threw these amazing parties. I rented an entire hotel. And the concept just really hit right from the first year. And so I've been building it ever since to... It's considered the largest lesbian event in the world.
Why do you think that there's just one weekend a year? Why isn't this, like for the gay guys, there are circuit parties, every month?
There's going to be one amazing event, and I'm very honored to be the person that's producing it. I think there's a lot of events around the country that look at us as a prototype. Mm-hmm. But the kind of magic that's created here, I don't think you can duplicate anywhere. And it has a lot to do with the fact that we have been doing it for as long as we have. So we've gotten really good at what we do. It's become this finely oiled machine. My staff come back year after year. They're excellent. We know how to pick the talent. So there's all these ingredients that come together, but it's also in Palm Springs.
And is the Dinah Shore weekend for you, is the Club Skirts event like the Macy's Day Parade, where the parade goes off, they take a day off, and then 2 days later they're starting for the next year?
Producing this event, there's no rest for the weary. The minute this event is over, I am working actually just as hard for about the next probably 10 days, just breaking down, getting things back to sponsors, sending things back, doing paperwork. I meet with the hotels. And then we just start planning the next year. So there's very little downtime when you produce this event. Yeah, it's a full-time job.
And did you ever think that this was going to be your full-time job? Did you think hey, you know what, I'm going to throw the largest women's event in the world and I'm going to spend 12 months a year doing it?
Well, I did have great aspirations when I was younger, and I knew that I was going to bring this to be an international event. I think when you're 28, 29 and looking at that, I didn't envision just how big it's gotten, but I knew that there was a possibility to take this event to the highest stratosphere of lesbian events, and that's what I was committed to.
The Dinah weekend has a reputation for being pretty wild. What are some of the wildest things you've seen? And, it's a two-part question, what are the things that you're just are coming and just sort of shake your head at oh.
Wild, the event is certainly wild, I wouldn't deny that. It's very Bacchanalian, and it's wild in this really incredible sense though. It's wild with 21-year-olds, it's wild with 50-year-olds. There's something about getting here to Palm Springs and just letting loose and being really just inundated with that joy of a lesbian world and feeling really proud and celebratory. So yeah, do the girls let the hair down and kick their shoes off and go
Take
crazy?
their tops off?
Yeah, they do. The thing that I kind of would love to avoid every year is that girl and that other girl that want to have public sex. And they've got this, and you don't really know it's happening. It's only happens once every year, but it really does happen. And you know it's happening when you hear this woot, woot, woot. And there's like circle of other lesbians. You don't know, you know, there's only like 15 women seeing it, but it's like you're at a football game, and now I know it's happening, and I run, I'm like, girls, put it back on and go home. Go back to your room. So that gives us the racy reputation, but it's only 2 people that cause that one. One of the things that happens every year that I always have to put a stop to is it starts getting like New Orleans here on, you know that Show Us Your Tits down Bourbon Street? There's always gonna be a group of girls on a balcony. They take their shirts off and they just start waving them. And then I send somebody to run up and go, get those shirts back on. That happens every year. Yeah, well, what time does that happen?
Wait,
it's on the program.
Okay. Is that on our schedule?
Titty waving, 3 p.m. So, but you know, those are really small parts of it. What the event's really about is women really coming together and having their own little pride. It's really like lesbian pride here, international from all over. So mostly it's this really cool, fun, bacchanalian event, but it does have its little offshoots that can get a little crazy, but I think for the most part it's something we all can be really proud of.
Well, thank you again.
You're very
It's
welcome.
Such a pleasure, and I'm sure I will see you around this weekend.
And looking forward to it.
All right, so I've been here now for a couple days, and I still haven't found any of the guys. I talked to Mariah and got her advice. Now I'm going to take matters into my own hands and hit the streets. 40% of Palm Springs is supposed to be gay. Where are they? Basically, I'm in Palm Springs because I thought like this was a real hot spot for like to find really hot guys, and all I found this weekend was women. What are you guys doing here?
Oh,
Yeah, right? I mean, what do you think?
well, it is the Dinah Shore weekend, right? So we didn't know it was the Dinah Shore weekend, although we've heard of the Dinah Shore weekend. But so we just kind of came to get out of town for a little bit, and then it was this.
We live in LA.
I'm from New York, and I came to meet all these cute men and found out it's the Dinah Shore weekend. What am I going to do?
Well, same thing. I came here, I didn't know, but still, fun. Loads of fun.
Where did you come from?
DC.
You came all the way out from DC. Okay, so you're the third person I've met this evening who's as dumb as I am. We're gonna write a book called The Idiot's Guide to Meeting Gay Men in Palm Springs on the Dinah Shore weekend.
Well, it's Dinah Shore weekend, you know, Dinah.
And what does that mean, really?
What does that mean? It's like all the women it's like lesbian women.
Lesbian icon, and half of her is buried at what is now Porous Lawn Mausoleum, and the other half, I believe, is at Hillside.
Why half and half?
She was cremated.
Of course, her husband, Montgomery Clift, was gay.
Wait a minute.
Montgomery Clift, he was gay.
What were the chances?
And I was like, hey, I'm gonna see all these hot boys in Palm Springs, but then I came down and all it is women this weekend. What's the
Your
story?
planning was really off on that one. You got to come next weekend for White Party.
Oh, we checked into the Riviera Hotel and all I've seen is women. What am I gonna do this weekend for fun?
What are you gonna? Oh my God, you can go anywhere, anywhere.
Like?
Well, here, street bar, hunters.
Oh, well, you meet a lot of people, trust me. I met a lot.
You have?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Of action.
Where?
Yesterday I was here, Hunters. It was really, really a lot of fun.
Okay.
Today I was at one of the spas or whatever they're called.
I know. I'm familiar.
Yeah, Old World or whatever. It was really. Let's not mention that.
Let's not. Perhaps we'll bleep that part out. We don't want to give any free advertisement.
I know, but it was really that's a lot of fun.
Okay. Well, maybe I should head over there.
You should.
So what are you guys going to do for fun this weekend? Help me out here.
Oh, well, I don't know what you do for fun if you're looking for men at the Dinah Shore weekend. I don't know. I don't know.
Hang out with a lot of really crazy, lovely, and fun lesbians.
Anywhere you go in Palm Springs this weekend, You can't miss it. It's going to be wonderful. Lots of wonderful, beautiful women expressing themselves and just having a wonderful time.
Elbowing the gay men off the sidewalk. It's a beautiful thing.
I think I was just elbowed, by the way.
Well, the thing is, it's like that's what Palm Springs is about. Major diversity. Everybody is welcome here.
I walked into the opening event last night, and this woman whipped her head around and was like, oh, a real boy. And I was like, yeah, real boy. That's me. I haven't been called a boy in quite some time, but, you know, so.
It feels good, though, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. You know, that's one of the other things I love about Palm Springs. You're forever chicken here.
Exactly.
So what am I going to do this weekend to have fun?
Ooh.
Define fun.
Yeah.
Well, that could be anything from a dinner party at someone's private home to, I don't know, you know, an all-night somewhere. I don't know. I'm up for anything at this point.
Well, for starters, you're on the right street to start.
Okay.
Arenas.
Yes.
And where are you staying?
Well, we're staying at the Riviera, the headquarters of one of the Dinah Shore parties. So it is women central. I mean, it is all ladies. So I'm not getting laid there.
Just need to go over to the warm sands area.
Oh, see, everybody keeps talking about that. And I don't know what that is, warm sands. I don't know of this warm sands you speak.
Warm sands?
All the gay hotels are
It's
there.
a playground.
Yes.
A very fun playground.
For men?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then
Boys.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Now you're talking my language. No. Well, that's the best advice I've heard all evening. So, and where do you guys live in the area?
Oh, right across from warm sands. Yeah.
Oh well. I see.
Location.
So clearly I'm not having all that much luck finding these guys I've heard so much about. But I did run into my old friend Suzanne Westenhoefer, so maybe I'll go see what she has to say about this.
No, every woman in this room knows this, and you know this. This is horrible. Because the first thing you think is, oh my God, I'm single, oh my God, cry. And then the second thing you think is, oh fuck. Now I have to let someone new see me naked.
Hey, so I'm still here at the Dinah, and luckily
Wait, still here? Like it's the worst thing that ever happened to you?
No, but I'm here
Okay.
because the running joke is that I'm writing the Idiot's Guide to Meeting Gay Men, and I came down to Palm Springs to meet gay men, and it's the Dinah. So that's
And they're all, honey, they are all hiding at the Starbucks in the city over. That's all I'm telling you. When are the lesbians leaving?
The boys have cleared out.
You'll find them though. They're all hiding in one spot.
As you can see, I am here with Suzanne Westenhoefer, who is just been so gracious to sit down and talk with us today after her
In my fabulous suite.
In her fabulous suite. After her just knockdown, hysterical show last night. Congratulations. It was hilarious, and I had a great time. And I think as we mentioned, you know, our cameras were shaking because we were on these crazy platforms laughing so hard.
That's my goal. If I can get the camera to shake with laughter.
You have done your job.
I've done my job.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
And, of course,
it was my birthday.
Happy birthday. That's
so
fantastic.
I did a show at the Dinah on my birthday.
That's amazing.
I know. It's like having this huge party just for me.
Right.
And I got a tiara to wear afterwards and cupcakes. Cupcakes with little chocolate pretzels on the top. You know, chocolate-covered pretzels right on top of them.
That sounds like my kind of cupcake.
Whoa.
Well, happy birthday.
Thanks.
And so, you know, we're here at the Dinah weekend, and we keep making this joke, but what is it that brings you back? Because this isn't your first time here at the Dinah. Why do you keep coming? You can do anything you want, and you come
I get
back.
hired.
But why do you agree to come back?
I'm a lesbian comedian. This is the ultimate one.
Right.
All year of all the shows that you're going to do. I mean, there's Women's Week in Provincetown, and there's Women's Week in Key West, and those were genius. And there's Aqua Girl in Florida, and there's the Michigan Women's Festival, and there's a lot of great events to do. But the Dinah is the one I can drive to.
Period. And,
just saying. I don't have to get on a plane to come to the Dinah.
And how many years have you been coming to the Dinah?
You know, we've been trying to figure that out, and I think that, because Mariah, who runs the Dinah, is a very good friend of mine, actually. I think my first year was 94.
Wow.
And I think I missed, since then, I've probably missed like 6 years. So whatever that is.
What's been the big sort of difference from when you started?
There used to be golfers here.
There are no more golfers.
There are no more golfers. And there aren't even chicks who look like golfers anymore. I don't know where they've gone. I haven't seen a pair of khaki shorts, and I've been here for 48 hours.
How about visors?
No, I haven't
visors.
seen a visor, khaki shorts, nothing.
And nary a golf club.
Not a golf club, not a golf ball.
You know, there's just girls from all over
The world.
And what is it about this particular event? Like you mentioned some of the other ones, like in Key West.
There's
and
a lot of
P-Town.
great events, yeah.
And why this one? Why are they coming here?
I think the reputation here for sex and debauchery and fun and drinking and it not being frowned upon and it being encouraged and a kind of fun around that, you know, I think that's part of it. And then the second thing is consistently, Mariah brings the best freaking entertainment. My God, she had the Pussycat Dolls, she has Kesha, she had Lady Gaga, she had Katy Perry, me, Paula Poundstone. I mean, she brings the best entertainers. So it's not just all the fun, frolicking, pool, sex, crazy, and that's all sort of encouraged and not looked down upon. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's fun, let's just do it, take your top off, it's, you know, whatever. There's the fact that, my God, there's like the best entertainment. So
that's amazing.
I think that's part of it. I really do. You get a bang for your buck when you come here.
And do you ever play for, I mean, this is like, you know, we were in the audience, as I said last night, and it was just a sea of women, which must be really a trip unto itself. Do you ever play for predominantly male audiences as well?
Yes, I do. And it really depends on where they advertise, what the event is. Like, and obviously I've also performed on all gay boy cruises. And that's 2,500 fags on a ship, honey.
I can't for the life of me imagine.
And
what
I
that's
have to
like.
get up there and do a 75-minute show without mentioning Judy Garland. You have no idea how hard that is.
Is that a contract? Sort
Well,
of
no, it's just
negotiation?
that every other fag has already been just dressed like her. They're walking around like her. They're playing the music. I can't talk about Barbara Streisand. I mean, like, it's been done, you know? I've got to really reach for my comedy is what I'm saying.
And what do you find is the greatest difference between playing for mostly, is that it? That you can say to women?
No, the biggest difference between playing for an all-gay girl and an all-gay boy audience is I'm a lesbian and I love lesbians more than anything else, but gay boys will laugh at the meanest, darkest humor, where lesbians will laugh, but then they feel bad about themselves. And I go dark. I mean, last night, what was the main topic? Cancer, cheating.
Unbelievable.
And the audience is howling. So I go to dark places. And one of the things about lesbians is that you have to take them there a little more gently. With gay guys, you can get right out there and tell the joke about the dead baby, and they are just crying, laughing straight up.
Well, I have to say, I mean, I've seen you perform before, and last night's set I thought had a really particular edge.
Had a little edge, had a little darkness.
It did, and I loved it.
But it worked, right?
Yeah, it was
and
fantastic.
you probably loved it even more because you're a fag.
I think so.
Although I got a lot of lesbians who were coming up afterwards who have cancer or suffering from cancer or whatever, and they were loving that I was mocking out the whole way people treat people with cancer. And
Absolutely.
Stuff like that. It was really great. I felt kind of charged by that because, like, you never know. It's either lesbians either approve or they write a letter to Curve magazine and bitch about it. You know what I mean?
Well, do you think there's ever going to be a point where you can have because next week is the white party here in Palm Springs.
But that's boys.
Which is boys. But do you ever think there'll be like a place where there'll be the white party and the Dinah together? Not necessarily those two particular events, but like the guys and girls
Isn't that Pride?
Is it?
Yeah.
Your joke about Pride. I'm the person who's like, oh, is it Pride again
Pride
this year?
Again?
So
I think that's Pride.
It is?
You know, I think that
is that what the kids are doing now?
I think that's what they're doing. They're going to the parade, like boys and girls are going to the parade together.
Wow. Maybe.
You know, they're having both male and female entertainers at the rally.
But do like girls go to like I'm New York centric, so like would they go to the pier dance?
Honey, I went to the pier for years.
All right.
I probably saw you there.
I'm sure you did. I think so.
In fact, I remember. Okay,
Please,
nothing.
I am notorious for cruising girls. Like I'm like, God, that guy's really cute, and it's just this really butch lesbian.
No gay guys ever think I'm a gay guy.
What was the first thing I said last night? I was like, Suzanne Westenhoefer looks hot. We're here at the Dinah. What happens next now? Where do you go?
I'm here for the weekend. I have a whole lot of events to do, and then I go to San Francisco.
Oh, fantastic. 2
shows at the Victoria Theater, and then I go to Ephrata, Pennsylvania, which is a small town in Lancaster County, outside Philadelphia, which is great because my whole family is from there, still lives there. So like, not only will my family be able to come, but like the last guy I slept with, my babysitter from when I was 5, you know, cousins, like everyone will be able to come to the show. So it'd be like, it's like a family show. It's fun.
Fantastic. One last question, because I know you've got a lot to do. Do you ever look back at your life and you're like, you were talking about how much you love being on stage and how
I do.
Do you ever think like, holy cow, how the hell did this happen in my life?
Every fucking day. Can I say fucking?
You
I'm
can.
sorry.
You
Yes.
can.
Because I thought I was going to be a famous movie star. And now instead, I'm some sort of pioneer lesbian comedian. I mean, it was not where, I guess I'm still performing. So, yes, I think about it all the time.
Well,
how did this happen? But thank God it did. I'm loving it.
Well, thank God it happened, and we're so unbelievably appreciative of everything you've done. And thank you for sitting down.
I'm so glad you guys came to the show last night. I want to say that on camera. Like a lot of people, journalists and stuff, who come to interview me, they don't even come to the show the night before, but then they come and talk to you, and it's like, you guys came and you laughed and you were part of it.
Loved. So I can call you Susan then, right?
No, because it's Suzanne.
Well, thank you so much, and absolutely congratulations
Have fun while
and
you guys
happy
are
birthday.
Here.
We
and
will.
Yeah, happy birthday. Thank you.
Well, you know what they say. If you can't beat them, join them. This is Suzanne, right? Ow! Did you record that? Are you sure you didn't record that? Did you see that? I got up on that thing. The first thing she did is like throw me over the bar. I'm like, ah! You know what really bugs me? I'm out here in California, and I came out with my friends and coworkers, and we flew the 6 hours on a major airline carrier, which I shall not name, but because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which airline carrier you fly. I have a real beef about the seats on an airplane, because here we are, it is 2011, and it's the 21st century, and we can basically do anything in the world. We can put men on the moon, we can send a space probe into space and have it land on Mars and collect data. We can drop down to the lowest depths of the oceans and collect things for science, but we cannot manage to find a way to make an airplane seat comfortable. I just don't ever understand it. It's like 3 more inches in either direction would help. I'm 6'1", I could use a little 3 inches this way and maybe 1.5 inches that way. And the way the thing is angled is just so idiotic. I remember years ago, Ellen DeGeneres used to do a shtick about how, like, you know, seat backs and tray tables need to be up for takeoff and landing. And she's like, because the difference between living is this and this. Alive, dead. Alive, dead. I mean, it's just the most idiotic thing I've ever experienced in my life. Like, that is how we're forced to travel, just like archaically. Anyway, I beg the airline industry, which is one of the worst industries in the world, because they really don't care about their consumer. Please someone out there, invent a cheap chair for the airplanes. Just saying.